All right, let's call to order. Thank you, everyone, for coming this evening for this special celebration. Let's start off with our Monterey Park Police Color Guard for our flag salute. Everyone, please rise.
Outward face. Present colors.
All right, we have some civic superstars here who's going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. They're our very own incoming Mayor Pro Tem Jose Sanchez's daughters, Mia Sanchez, Dolly Sanchez, and Bella Sanchez.
Put your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order colors. Outward face. Forward march. Post colors. Outward face. Dismissed.
Thank you. You may be seated. And we have certificates of recognition to thank our civic superstars. Mia Sanchez, Dolly Sanchez, and Bella Sanchez. Thank you for leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance tonight. Every meeting, we have civic superstars who lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So if anyone has children or students in the family, you're welcome to apply and be a civic superstar for any of our future council meetings. So, Madam Clerk, may we get a roll call, please?
Councilmember Go,
Present.
Councilmember Wong, Councilmember Sanchez,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Lowe,
Present.
Mayor Yang.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Any public communications?
No, none.
All right. Well, I know we have a lot of special guests tonight, and I wanted to thank everyone who joined us. There's some dignitaries we'd like to recognize, starting with some of our former mayors. We have former Mayor David Lau. And former Mayor Mike Ng, who's also on our St. Gabriel Valley Water Board. Former Mayor Yvonne Yu. We have St. Gabriel Council member and former Mayor Denise Menchaca. We have LA County Assessor Jeff Prang. We have Cerritos Council member and former Mayor Frank Yokoyama. And Andy Yan from the Garvey School District. Yay. We have John Nunez from the Garvey School District, all the way back there. We have Danny Hang, Mayor Pro Tem of West Hollywood. And also Danny Leon from CCBA, sitting in the back row. And Derek Ma with the China American Unity Alliance. We also have Shirley Huan, president of the CACA.
San Gabriel Valley chapter.
Yes, San Gabriel Valley chapter. And we have a lot of commissioners here too. If you're a city commissioner for Monterey Park, would you please stand and be recognized? Yes, we also have Vincent Chang, our former city clerk. And we have some representatives, Sophia Poo from CAUSE and State Senator Ben Allen's office. Sophia. And we have Jennifer Tang from Assembly Member Mike Fawn's office, as well as Amber Jane from Sasha Perez, Senator's office. Am I missing anyone? All right, if I missed you and you want to be recognized, please submit your name and we'd love to acknowledge you. All right, so I guess now it's my outgoing speech. Man, my very last meeting that I'm organizing and presiding over as mayor. It's a big relief, but also very bittersweet. It's been an incredible 9.5 months serving as mayor of this amazing city. We've gone through so much in the last 9.5 months. We became the first city in the nation to ban a data center. Yeah, when I first became mayor, I didn't know we were going to end up on the front page of the LA Times. That was completely unexpected. We raised $9.5 million through a grant for Barnes Park Pool. Not completely there yet, but we're a third of the way, so made a lot of progress. And we've had countless ribbon cuttings, so many new businesses, restaurants open up in Monterey Park. Atlantic Times Square is now hustling and bustling. I can't even find a parking spot anymore when I go there to go to the movie theater. Atlantic Square is, there's more restaurants coming. So it's been an incredible journey the last 9.5 months, and I've learned so much. But I couldn't have done it without my amazing colleagues who are here. The incoming Mayor Pro Tem, Henry Lowe, second-time mayor. Incoming Jose Sanchez is going to be Mayor Pro Tem, also a second time. Councilmember Vin Go, who was mayor when I was Mayor Pro Tem. I was the newest council member when I got elected. So all these folks, including Council Member Thomas Wong, who's going to be fashionably late, they're all my mentors and my guiding light and led me along the way. And of course, we have our city manager, Inez Alvarez. Whenever the community members and residents bring any kind of complaint or issue to us, each of us go to Inez. And she handles all the work. So imagine her babysitting all of us. That's how much she has on her plate. So we couldn't do this without Inez. Very, very grateful to have you as our city manager. And of course, the entire staff in the city of Monterey Park. We have Assistant City Manager Diana Garcia, who's always supporting Inez and supporting us as well. We have Robert Aguirre, the Director of Parks and Recreation, who brought us new pickleball courts, new tennis courts, new ping pong tables, new pool hall at the Langley Center, and also the Parks and Recreation grants, also under Robert's leadership. So thank you, Robert. And we have our police chief, Scott Weiss. Under his watch, crime has gone down. Burglaries have gone down in the last year. He is always keeping us safe. Anytime there's something going on, we tell him, and he's on top of the police team to keep our city safe. We have our fire chief, Jason Hing. Thank you, Jason. Whenever there's a fire, anything going on, his team is on it. There's Sean Igo, Director of Public Works. All the behind the scenes, fixing the streets, the water main getting replaced, miles and miles of streets getting paved. That's Sean and his team. And the entire staff, we could not do it here. Oh, Councilmember Juan is here. Thank you. You're fashionably late. So it takes a village to make the city work and to make the wheels spin every day. And we could not do this alone. So thank you to our residents for putting your trust in me, in our city council, so that we can represent you guys and do the best of our ability. I'm just so grateful to have had this experience, this journey, to have met so many new friends along the way. And I'm very excited to continue working as in a council capacity and to serve our incoming mayor and incoming mayor pro tem. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
As Mayor Pro Tem, Mayor, on behalf of City Council and that's fine. On behalf of very, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, thank you. Let me begin, sorry, because it's for recording purposes. Again, as Mayor Pro Tem, the duty falls upon me on behalf of City Council, and I'm grateful for community for thanking Elizabeth Yang for her leadership these past 9.5 months as our mayor. Congratulations, and thank you so much for everything you've done for this city. Thank you. Get patrol staff, clerk, treasurer, staff, come on. Yes, all staff, come on down.
Well, I didn't like using my gavel much, but Henry's gonna use double the gavel when he becomes mayor for us. All right, so we're going to do the reorganization now, and we get to move to vote to appoint the new mayor and mayor pro tem.
I'll make the motion.
Councilmember Go makes the motion.
I'll second.
Councilmember Wong, second. Let's vote.
Approved unanimously.
Yay! Congratulations. All right, we're going to take a quick break while we move around and switch seats.
Hey. Oh, now? Okay. 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 Let's wait. Okay. Okay.
We're just going to give Councilmember Wong an opportunity to come back to the dais. In the meantime, we wanted to just a quick sponsor message to thank our sponsors for tonight's event. We had several sponsors that helped make this event memorable. So our sponsors tonight are TransTech, CMAX, Henry Lowe, Capital Seafood, and NBC Seafood. So if we can give them a round of applause for helping us out. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, let's wait. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. So what's the score for World Cup? Delayed?
They're waiting for us to finish with the installation so they can start the game.
Okay. Alrighty. Madam Clerk, please proceed with the Mayor Pro Tem installation ceremony, please.
We'll be moving on to the installation of Mayor Pro Tem Jose Sanchez. Joining us, please help me welcome his brother, Andres Sanchez, to do the swearing in, as well as his daughters, Mia, Dolly, and Bella Sanchez, who will present the badge and cards.
So I'm reading off from the top. Okay. Yeah. Can everybody please put your right hand over your heart? I put my hand up. Go ahead and raise your right hand, please. So I'm gonna go. So repeat after me. I, Jose Sanchez, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support, and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter. And then the end was, so help me God. Perfect.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Congratulations.
We'll sign here.
I'm going to speak from here. I'm just going to say a few words because I want to make sure that we all have enough time to get back to the FIFA game. So I'll be mindful of that. Good evening, everyone. I wanted to take a moment to thank our outgoing mayor, Elizabeth Yang, for her service and for her amazing patience and guidance in managing all of the data center meetings that went to 2 a.m. Thank you so much for all of your work. You've definitely earned your stripes. And to my amazing fellow council members, our dedicated city staff, and most importantly, the city of Monterey Park, thank you. Gracias. Taking this oath of office to serve as your mayor pro tem for a second time, actually, I was just reminiscing with council member Wong that when we first got elected, this is exactly how we were sitting almost 4 years ago. Is not something that I don't take lightly. Public service is not about earning titles. It's a commitment to one's community. And I'm incredibly grateful that you've entrusted me once again to lead our beautiful city. I also wish to thank my family because without their support, I wouldn't be here today. I want to thank my beautiful wife, Natalie, who you saw earlier, whose patience and flexibility and love for our community allows this venture to continue. Not only is she my best friend, she's my favorite teacher, and that means a lot because I'm a teacher as well. I also wish to thank my daughters, Mia, Dolly, and Bella. I love you, and all of my other family, including my brother who was here to swear me in today. Thank you. And lastly, I know there's some of my students here tonight as well. I appreciate your support, and as a teacher, where are my students? Wave your hands if you're, all right. Thank you. And current students, past students, and future students, I thank all of you guys. Whenever I think about the weight of this responsibility of public service, I'm reminded of a verse from Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. Quote, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we don't give up." Believe me, there have been times when all of us up here have felt weary when giving up. Sometimes it's easier than continuing. But if there's something this Monterey Park community has taught me, it's never to give up. In the last 4 years, we have walked through some of the heaviest chapters a city could ever face. When the tragedy of the Lunar New Year mass shooting shattered our peace, we didn't break. Instead, we held each other up as a community. Together, we sat in dark times, we mourned, and then we stood up and we demanded change. We took that pain and turned it into purpose. We didn't just talk about gun violence, we did something about it. We pushed for common sense, good gun control. We banned firearms on city property, and we fought for safe storage laws within our community. We showed the country that what resilient leadership looks like when a community stands shoulder to shoulder. I was mayor during this time period, and I helped champion this legislation. In fact, I joined Moms Demand Action in Sacramento just weeks after the shooting and met with state legislators and demanded action because there's no better way to honor those who have died than by passing legislation that prevents future tragedies. And you know what? We didn't stop fighting. We continue to fight to protect our home here as well. Just look at what we did this month with Measure NDC. When a massive tech corporation wanted to build a giant AI data center right here in our own backyard, threatening our air quality, using our precious water, risking a massive spike in our electricity bills, we didn't just sit by. You guys packed the city hall. You educated all of us. You challenged all of us. You organized. As a high school civics teacher, I always tell my students that real power belongs to the people, and you proved it. We placed that ban on the ballot, and you responded with a landslide 88% victory. We became the first city in the US to permanently ban data centers through a vote of the people. My biggest hope now is that our grassroots effort and victory becomes a blueprint for the rest of the nation. We showed everyone that a community has a right to decide its own future, and that big tech can't just slide into our neighborhoods under the cover of night without us having something to say about it. And that power now rests with the people of Monterey Park, because no data center will ever be built in this great city of ours without the consent of the people. And if I know Monterey Park residents well, I know that won't happen anytime soon. So as I step back into the role of Mayor Pro Tem, I promise to keep that same energy. I'll keep listening. I'll keep fighting for transparency, for safety, for our local businesses, and for the future of our kids. Thank you for your faith in me, Monterey Park. Let's keep fighting the good fight. Dios los bendiga. God bless you all. And may God continue to bless our beautiful city. Gracias.
Okay, next.
Now moving on to the mayoral installation of Henry Lowe. Please welcome Jeff Prang, our Los Angeles County Assessor, to do the swearing in, as well as Community Leader Daisy Ma to present the badge and cards.
Thank you very much. Before I administer your oath, Henry, I just had to say a couple of things. I am a politician. I've been given a microphone, so you're all it's a very, very dangerous thing. But I did want to express how proud I am to be able to have been asked to play this role this evening. I've had the pleasure of knowing Henry for 25 years. I have been very proud to watch you grow, to watch the way that you've performed as an elected official, not only here, but during your time on the Garvey School District. You have brought level of wisdom, compassion, and absolutely devoted public service to everything that you have done during your public tenure. And for those of you who are in Monterey Park, I think you all know how much we love Henry, we respect him, and we admire the work that he's done in leadership. But he's really grown to become one of the more respected public officials throughout Los Angeles County. He shows uncommon wisdom and clarity of thought, and has grown into somebody who, when he speaks, people listen all over the county. You are very fortunate as a community to have a leader such as Henry. I consider myself fortunate to have Henry as my friend, and I'm really honored to be able to play this role this evening. So, just one microphone?
Yeah, that's right.
We'll go back and forth. So if you please raise your right hand.
Yes.
And repeat after me. I, Henry Lowe,
I, Henry Lowe,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
discharge the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you so much. Mr. Stephanie.
Henry, I'm very honored that I will put your name badge on and also give you your business cards. I, along with Jeff Prang, I think I've known you a little bit more, maybe 27 years, since you're a little kid, just as I was. So, but you know, I love you, and we have worked together. We've gone through tough times together, but congratulations.
Thank you. And if I may, Daisy and I, we have been coworkers. She's actually my commissioner, my constituent. But those of you who know Daisy and her husband Derek work in the Chinese community, especially in LA Chinatown, I mean, when I think about public service, it is actually people like Daisy. And I still tell myself that if I am lucky enough to do as much as Daisy has, then I will have lived a good life. Thank you.
Thank you, Henry.
If I could also have my family come up. So I have relatives from as far as Arizona and as close as El Cerrito and Baldwin Park to join. Please, you're representing the family, so come up and take a photo with me.
Okay.
Okay.
Here to kick off our presentations, please welcome Abner Ramos to provide us some inspirational comments.
She handed me the microphone. I'm not a politician and a pastor. I could go really long too.
Yay!
But I won't because it's not Sunday morning and Jose wants to go watch this game, I hear. Jose invited me to pray a blessing over you guys. For those of us who are not used to going to church, when you pray a blessing over somebody, you're saying words that encourage them, inspire them, and remind them that they're made in the image of our Creator. So my hope is that as I speak words of prayer and blessing over you today, that you would be reminded that you're fearfully and wonderfully made. Let me pray. Lord, I pray for wisdom over these two men. Lord, really over the whole council, but especially these two who are going to be taking the charge. Lord, Henry, and Lord, everything that he does is passionate, Lord. Saying an oath is passionate for this brother, Lord. He is beloved in the community. God, would you give him wisdom? Would you give him and Jose wisdom, Lord? There are so many examples in Scripture of people who led communities in government, in building the community. People like Moses, people like Solomon, and people like Samuel. And Lord, they prayed for wisdom. I pray that you would give these guys a lot of wisdom. I pray that you would give them people around them who are actually going to build them up also and be willing to work with them. Being in public leadership is sometimes can feel lonely because people love to either email or give phone calls of complaint, but rarely, I think, do people affirm. And I just pray that you would bring people around them who are affirming them, helping them lead, leading in partnership, people who are opening doors, people who are peacemakers, Lord, people who have a vision to make this community a beautiful place to live in. So would you protect them? Lord, I also just pray, lastly, that you would help them make Monterey Park a place where all people could flourish. Lord, I'm a Christian and I hold to a certain faith, but I pray that in their leadership, that they would fight for the rights of every faith in the city, of every people, of every background and every identity, Lord God, that this would be a city where people are affirmed, where people could flourish, where we could marry and raise kids and go to school and go to work and not have to worry about getting in fights with neighbors or anything like that. I pray that this would be a beloved community, Lord, that reflects goodness and peace and joy for all of us, Lord, as citizens. So we thank you and we love you, and I pray a blessing over this council and especially over Jose and Henry. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, representing Congresswoman Judy Chu, our former mayor and San Gabriel Valley Municipal Water District member, Mike Ng.
Well, thank you so much. My name is Mike Ng, and I'm representing my wife, Congresswoman Judy Chu, who is in Washington, D.C. tonight, and sends her greetings to our hometown and our favorite city of Monterey Park, as well as myself, who's the vice chair of the San Gabriel Valley Municipal Water District. If you've never heard of that, we provide supplemental water to Monterey Park and 3 other cities. And also, I'm very proud to be here, and it's been many years that I stood up here, but I'm also the former mayor of Monterey Park and the former state assembly member. First, I want to give a shout out to the outgoing mayor, Elizabeth Yang. Oh, there you go. I forgot that you go from here all the way down there. And Elizabeth, during your term as mayor, the city grew in stature because of its stand against the data centers. You grew in stature because you had to preside over a very enthusiastic group of people for at least 3 or 4 hearings. And I had to preside over that type of audience and voters as well. So I really want to hand it to you. And I also want to tell you that I grew in stature too, even as you did, because those meat, the meat was MEAT, and I grew about 100 pounds extra in stature. So I'm kind of glad that you're rotating off, but thank you for going out to the community and meeting everything. How many of you went to some of the restaurants with Meet the Mayor? It was great to support those restaurants. And I want to give a shout out, of course, to the incoming mayor, Henry Lowe, who I happen to know very well. Many of you don't know this, but Henry Lowe, our incoming mayor, well, mayor right now, right? Our mayor is one of the longest serving elected official in the San Gabriel Valley, serving on the Garvey School District for many years, and then, of course, the city council. And Henry is also someone that I'll be permanently connected to because I happen to be fortunate to have him on my team when I was in the state assembly. He also served under state senator and also the assembly member who succeeded me. And I'll tell you, those were the best choices that we made, right, Daisy Ma, who was my district director. So give a shout out to our incoming mayor, Henry Lowe. And also our incoming mayor pro tem, Jose Sanchez, who's nationally known and internationally known and known in the state of California, and of course here in the San Gabriel Valley, for the amazing job you've done as a teacher, mentoring all those young people, as well as stewarding the nationally known, I forgot the exact term, but it's, I better say it correctly. The correct term is the, let's see, what is the correct term? The correct term is the, what was the correct term? That's right. It's the, it's a term that I never used because I was an at-risk child and I was never able to be on that. So give them a round of applause for that. I know that you, LA County, I believe you were the top in LA County and then in the state of California, and then also nationally, I believe your team played 6th place. So thank you so much for that. You've also brought great honor to our city. So I don't know how you want to do this, but I think maybe the three of you should come down here because I think the people that are going to be giving, and I want to give you my honor. Derek, be sure to take a picture of Judy. Make sure Judy knows that I was here, not at the, and that there are no slot machines in the background. Okay. So, and by the way, I have a question. I have received and given some, I don't know where they disappeared to afterwards. But I have, each of you will get a certificate from Congresswoman Judy Chu and also okay. We'll take a quick picture and I'll quickly get off here so that other people. Okay, great. Thank you. Give them a round of applause. Thank you so much.
Representing Senators Sasha Renee Perez, Amber Jing.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Amber Jane from the Office of State Senator Sashne Perez, and I'd like to begin by making some remarks to outgoing Mayor Elizabeth Yang. I'd be lying to everyone if I said you had an easy term. It wasn't. And yet, you led with grace, candor, dignity, and courage. Despite pressures from outside factors beyond city boundaries, you listened and stayed true to the values of Monterey Park and its residents, exemplifying the working relationship between constituents and their local elected officials. It's impressive that despite you wearing many, 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 many hats, you managed to balance them all. The one thing that impressed me the most was when you led a meeting that lasted over 7 hours long in January, which didn't end until 1 a.m., and then you hopped on a flight 6 hours later at 7 a.m. from LAX to Sacramento to see Senator Perez and make it onto the Senate floor, where the senator formally honored the Monterey Park shootings victims on its 3rd anniversary through Senate Resolution 70. You did a great job representing the city, and You looked amazing up there. And if I recall correctly, my colleagues were open to getting you anything that you needed, and all you asked for was hot chocolate, which I love that. Very simple. We mean it when we call you Wonder Woman, and you know we do. Or you know we mean it. Sorry. And I'm excited to see what the rest of your time on City Council looks like, because we know that there's still a lot on your plate as you work hard to serve the people. So thank you so much for leading an incredible term. Sorry, I'm not a politician, but I still have a lot more to say. To Mayor Henry Lowe, it's been a huge honor knowing you for 2 years when we actually met driving around Altadena back in 2024. Getting to know you the past year showed me that you're capable of taking on any challenge that comes your way, and you're not afraid to stick up for yourself and the residents of Monterey Park. So with his background in public service, working for several of the San Gabriel Valley state legislators, great job. I know that you'll do an incredible job leading the city as the incoming or current mayor, and will be a great person to work with for these next 9.5 months to ensure that the city runs smoothly and successfully. So I'm excited to work with you. Now for incoming Mayor Pro Tem Jose Sanchez, or Mr. Sanchez, I am a former student of his. Not long ago, I'm still pretty young. You're still pretty young. Yeah, absolutely. Last week, he texted me, "I'd like to see what you can wing, LOL." So like a great student, I didn't listen, and I typed out some more notes as well. So Mr. Sanchez, you've done some impressive work your first term when you started off in City Council, championing civics and bringing your students around to learn about city operations and historical facts around the local community, something he didn't do with me, but I'm still up here. You're a proven leader who fights to keep our students safe, well, our entire community safe. And I want to commend you for leading with your heart. And we've been reminded time and time again that you make your decisions based on what will make your daughters proud of you, girl dad. And that is what faith in the future is. You embody what it means to be courageous and stand against all odds just to ensure that our youngins grow up in a safer world. And the kids are all right because you make sure that they are. And you're gonna do a CNN 10 out of 10 job up there in that very seat. And I wish you the best of luck. Sorry, I just threw in a little inside joke. We'll leave it at that. So now I'd like to present all 3 members with the certificates of recognition on behalf of the California State Senate and Senator Sanchez Perez.
From the Office of State Senator Ben Allen, Sophia Poo.
Hi everyone, my name is Sophia Poo. I'm here representing both CAUSE, the Center of Asian Americans United for Self-Empowerment, and the Office of State Senator Ben Allen, who we just wanted to extend our greatest congratulations to all of the people here being celebrated here tonight, incoming Mayor Henry Lowe, Mayor Pro Tem Jose Sanchez, and outgoing Mayor Elizabeth Yang. I'll keep it pretty brief, hopefully. Outgoing Mayor Yang, I just wanted to say that your whole resume and all of that you have achieved is so inspiring. As an Asian American woman myself, just reading your accomplishments and seeing all that you've done, you're really just a great role model for not just people like me, but everyone who wants to do the service you have. For those who don't know in the audience, she's an engineer, a lawyer, a business owner, and a mother, and a mayor. So that's quite impressive, and I really want to be you when I grow up. To incoming Mayor Pro Tem Jose Sanchez, I just want to say that I wouldn't be standing here without teachers like you who have done so much in terms of educating the youth. I had great teachers in our neighboring city of San Gabriel and great civics teachers as well. So thank you to everything you've done for students like myself, your students in the audience, and I know all of my cohort members at Cause who are also here to celebrate your assumption of Mayor Pro Tem. And finally, incoming Mayor Henry Lowe. We have also known each other for quite some time. Sam and Lisa from Senator Allen's office say hello, and they're really sorry that they can't make it tonight. But you've just been such an incredible public servant your whole life and really representing everything that we want to see as an API community, as a community in general, in public service. And so I am just so proud to present these certificates and also secure that whatever comes to the Monterey Park City Council's way in the years to come, you guys are all in incredible hands. So thank you so much, and I hope you will accept these certificates of recognition from the California State Senate.
Thank you so much.
From the office of Assemblymember Mike Fong, Jennifer Love Ting, District Director.
It's a little difficult to follow the cause intern, Sophia, so let's give it up for all the cause interns that are here today. Raise your hands if you're out there. I want to give us a shout out to our cause intern in our office and Assemblymember Mike Fong's office, Caitlin, who is also, she's also a resident here in Monterey Park, and we have a lot to be proud of here in Monterey Park. Again, my name is Jennifer. I'm here on behalf of Assemblymember Mike Fong to congratulate our outgoing mayor, Elizabeth Yang. You've heard a lot about her resume and all that she's done, and I also have the great privilege of being her constituent in District 2. And I just want to share, I think all of us watched those data center meetings, and Mayor Yang led with such grace and patience and poise, and she made sure that every voice was able to be heard in meetings that went long into the night, where I got to watch them from the comfort of my house, but you all were here making sure that everybody got to say their piece. So thank you to Mayor Yang for your service to our city and for showing us what it means to be a great public servant in times of great civic engagement and participation from our community. Let's give it up for Mayor Yang. To our incoming Mayor Pro Tem, Jose Sanchez, I have such a fun job because I get to come here and say nice things about my friends. Mayor Pro Tem Sanchez, as you know, is a teacher, and one of the things that he does on top of his service to this city, his students, and his family is that he's a very strong advocate for gun safety. And after the 2023 mass shooting, and actually years before that even, Mr. Sanchez has been a strong advocate, and he came up to Sacramento multiple times, I want to say, to support Assemblymember Mike Fong's gun legislation. And it made all the difference to ensuring that those bills were passed and that they were signed by the governor. So thank you, Jose. You show us what it means to lead with clear-eyed values, and we know that guides you in every decision that you make on this dais. And Mayor Lowe, so everybody was saying how many years folks have known Henry. Assemblymember Fong was in his kindergarten class, preschool. So I think my boss gets to take the most number of years knowing Henry. I think all of us know him for his infectious laugh. Yes, that. But I want to share just a quick story of a quieter moment that I've noticed in Henry's leadership. It was Monday morning after the shooting in 2023. It was 4:30 a.m. And I showed up at the site of the shooting at 4:30 a.m. that day because the assembly member was going to go on live television with CNN. And it was a really scary time, and I looked over and I saw Henry there at 4:30 in the morning because he was there to go on in front of every television camera and tell the story of Monterey Park, to ensure that the country didn't just see us as a place where this horrible thing happened. He told the story of our diverse community, and he shared the heart of what this place is and how special it is. And I know that's the leadership you will bring again as in your second term as mayor. So let's give a round of applause to our incoming mayor, Henry Lowe, our incoming mayor pro tem, Jose Sanchez, and our outgoing mayor, Elizabeth Yang. On behalf of Assembly Member Mike Fong, I'd like to present certificates.
Now please welcome our friend and neighbor from the city of San Gabriel, council member and former mayor, Denise Menchaca.
Great. Thank you so much. So I am homegrown in Alhambra, but my stomping grounds was Monterey Park, the Brightwood Hills, and Highland. I went to Alhambra High, so I'm a Moore, go Moors. It's great to see a lot of students here. I'm sure you're from all over. We've talked a lot about what they've done here in Monterey Park, and I don't think we talk enough about what the roles that they've played at a regional level. So I did not watch any of those meetings. I have my own meetings to watch or partake. So I won't even talk about that anymore. But at a regional level, it is so important to have presence of these colleagues and myself and my colleagues, but because we represent the cities, and they have done such a marvelous job there talking about all the great restaurants, all the great businesses, and so I want to also recognize that the role is beyond the borders of Monterey Park. They do so much more than that, and they are your representatives, and so I want to first applaud that for your roles there. I wrote something because I have a connection to each one of them, but I had to write it down because I know we have things to do tonight. But, hold the applause until the end. But I will start with Mayor Elizabeth Yang. Congratulations to you on a remarkable year of leadership. As the only woman on the Monterey Park City Council, you carried the torch for all of us who know what it's like to be outnumbered at the dais. I, too, am the only woman from my dais. From one lone woman on the council to another, thank you for representing the role with grace, strength, and dedication. For our we call them vice mayors because nobody knows what pro temp mayor is. But anyway, I'll do whatever you guys say. But anyway, congratulations, Vice Mayor Jose Sanchez, on your appointment. As a fellow Alhambra High School alum, I'm proud to see your continued leadership and service. I know you've taught generations of students over the years. Many are here, and literally everywhere I go, they always tell me, oh, Councilmember Jose Sanchez taught me. Unfortunately, I can't claim to have been one of them unless you started teaching in kindergarten. I think the math works if you were in kindergarten. But even then, felicidades, amigo, and best wishes for a meaningful year ahead in your new role. And to good old Henry. Henry and I go back because when he was at the Garvey School District, I was San Gabriel Unified School District. I had a little break in between, but he's the continuous. But yeah, I've been around a long time too. Congratulations to Mayor Henry Lowe, beginning your second term as mayor, since we both have had the privilege of serving twice, and it is a tremendous privilege. I can confirm that the second time around will come with fewer surprises because you've gone through it. But a lot more emails and texts, and so be ready. Wishing you a productive and rewarding year as you continue leading Monterey Park. I am here representing the great city of San Gabriel, and you know we love Monterey Park. Well, I do. I'm sure my other colleagues do too. But I just wish you all the best, and if there's anything you need in our city, please ask me or ask any of my colleagues. Thank you.
Okay, from one vice mayor to another, please welcome Danny Hang of the city of West Hollywood.
Hi, I'm Danny Hang. I'm the Vice Mayor of West Hollywood, but I was actually born in Monterey Park, so this is my home. I'm glad to get back home. So I am here with my Commissioner, Kat Ang, who's also from Monterey Park. She's the Public Safety Commissioner for West Hollywood. I'm happy to be here to congratulate you all. Elizabeth, you served with grace and dignity in your year as mayor. I did watch one of those meetings. A lot of yelling, a lot of screaming, some singing. You listened with compassion and empathy, and overall, as the previous speaker said, you listened. And that is the most important thing that the community needs from one of their leaders. So thank you so much for your service. And Mayor Pro Tem, you are a positive, enthusiastic teacher, and that is proof by many of your students here in the House supporting you. And I appreciate the positive energy that you bring here to the dais, because the community needs that too. The community needs that same love that you show in the classroom to our community. And your two beautiful daughters behind you. I mean, incredible. And then Mayor Henry Lowe, we go way back. When I was a little candidate, first-time candidate, I reached out to Henry, and he believed in the first Asian American to be elected to the West Hollywood City Council. He supported me, he guided me, he mentored me, and I got through the process, and I won. And I couldn't have done it without your help, and I want to thank you for everything, and thank you for your service to the community, and I wish you continued success in your term as mayor, and Jose in your term as vice mayor, and Elizabeth, thank you for your service to the great city of Monterey Park, my home away from home. And here's my Public Safety Commissioner, Catherine Eng.
Thank you. I am not a politician. I feel like handing this back to Jeff Prang, but this is how badly I wanted to be here. I'm standing here with fuzz on my pants and a foot injury, but I really wanted to be here for you, Mayor Lowe. Again, I'm really thrilled to see the deepening connection between our two cities. I have seen the mayor march in our parades. Councilmember Wong braved 2-hour traffic to come to our inductions, and I'm very glad to see that our relationship is deepening. Vice Mayor or Mayor Pro Tem Sanchez, I don't actually know you, but hearing tonight about your work on gun legislation is very meaningful. I did watch some of those data center meetings, and so I know the grace in which you held that position. I also want to say, as a citizen of this world, thank you for banning these data centers, because I want clean water. Thank you.
Thank you. And also, our great assessor, Jeffrey Prang, served as a few terms as mayor of our city of West Hollywood. So thank you, Jeff, for leading the way.
Now please welcome our neighbor from the city of Cerritos, Frank Yokoyama.
Hi, my name is Frank Aurelio Yokoyama. I'm honored to be council member for the city of Cerritos and the immediate past mayor. And I think about becoming a friend, a good friend of the city of Monterey Park because my high school classmate and friend, Hans Liang, is a former mayor of the city of Monterey Park, and I remember going to conferences where Hans would introduce me to all his council colleagues. And I'm blessed to know this wonderful team of leaders. Congratulations, Mayor Henry. Congratulations, Mayor Pro Tem Jose. Good to see you, Vin. Good to see you, Thomas. I'm here because I was lucky to be the mayor of Cerritos at the same time as Mayor Elizabeth Yang, who I got to know with her wonderful leadership of Monterey Park and her regional leadership representing Monterey Park regionally throughout the state and also nationally. The city of Cerritos proudly recognizes Monterey Park outgoing Mayor Elizabeth Yang for her outstanding service, her visionary leadership, and her tireless dedication to the residents and businesses of Monterey Park. I was lucky to be the mayor at the same time that she was and see her altruism and her steady hand in leading Monterey Park through unprecedented times. So the city of Cerritos recognizes your term as mayor, as Elizabeth. Congratulations on a wonderful, memorable, historical term as mayor of Monterey Park.
Please join me in welcoming back our county assessor, Jeff Prang, who will also present some certificates to our incoming and outgoing.
Daisy Ma just told me, she says, you only have 1 minute. I'll try to be brief because the truth is everything that needs to be said has already been said, although it hasn't been said by everybody. First, I wanted to congratulate our outgoing mayor, Elizabeth Yang. Now, it just occurred to me that this entire city council now all has experience as being the mayor of this city, which is a very, to be the mayor of the city of Monterey Park is a very special privilege, and you handled that extraordinarily well over the course of the last nine months. You represented the city with grace, with dignity, with professionalism, and you really earned the respect of your colleagues throughout the region. And I know that the public appreciated the calm and steady and confident demeanor that you steered the city through some very difficult times. So I put together a much nicer certificate than my colleagues. Mine is a proclamation, which come on over here, Elizabeth. It talks about all the wonderful things you did during your term of office. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And as I always like to say, put a copy of that in with your tax bill, see if it helps. The next certificate I will give to our, I'm not quite sure why we give certificates to mayor pro tems, because they don't really have a job. The whole job of the mayor pro tem is to wait to be mayor next year. When I was in city council in West Hollywood, we called that job the lady in waiting. But Jose but as a former mayor and a very committed public servant here at the City of Monterey Park, I know that you'll play the continued important role of leadership and be a great backup to Mayor Lowe as well as to your colleagues. So congratulations, Jose. And then for Henry, I've already said all types of nice things about you, so I'm not going to be repetitive. I would apologize that your certificate, as you notice, is much smaller. Because today is your first day. You haven't done anything yet. This one represents 9 months of hard work. So when I come back for Mayor Pro Tem's time to take over, you'll get a long one as well. But I'm looking forward to you putting your special brand of leadership on the city over the next 9 months. I'm really proud to be a part of this very, very special day and to continue to work and to watch you grow in your leadership of this city and throughout our region. Congratulations.
We'd also like to thank our neighbors at the City of Rosemead, who have also provided certificates of recognition. Next, please welcome from the Garvey School District, Andrew Yam, our president, John Nunez, and Anita Chu, our superintendent.
Good afternoon, and I'll wait for my board colleague and my superintendent to join me before we begin. But today, Andy Yam, board president for Garvey School District. I'm joined by my fellow board member, John Nunez, and my superintendent, Anita Chu. And I will pass it to John first to open the remarks.
All right, thank you very much. First of all, I want to thank you for all the help you give Garvey School District during your past year. I know you were very busy with a big campaign down there, but still you guys kept going with Garvey School District, making sure that we were not forgotten in all the things that we had to be doing. I can't, as a board members, we just can't say enough about Mr. Sanchez, about how he has done with the Alhambra School District and with his students and all the accolades that they were able to accomplish last year and this year, isn't it? Yeah. So it's amazing what kind of work he has done and still has enough time to grade papers and come down here and listen to all of the parents, all the citizens of the Monterey Park that came in and did all the screaming and yelling at you during the process that we're going. Henry has been a friend of mine for a long, long time. We helped him get into the Garvey School Board the first time when he first ran for Garvey School. And he did very well. I remember that election night, that first election night, it started off, he wasn't doing as well as he thought he should be doing. And then when we came to the second round of votes, of election results, I looked at the difference of the votes that were coming, and I said, Andy, I said, Henry, you got it. Don't worry about it. He says, I'm way behind. I says, no, you're not. You watch. And then by the third and the fourth round of came, he was way ahead of his opponents. So, but we were very happy to have him in the Garvey School District. And I want to say that the Garvey School District has done a lot for the city of Monterey Park in the way that we have had, this will be he is our fourth, or actually Vin Go is our fourth school board member that's become a city council member in this in Monterey Park. Started with Judy Chu was one of our oh, I'm sorry, 5. I forgot about David. Excuse me. And David Lau is also a school board member that came to the city of Monterey Park and did a great job here in Monterey Park. And also Diane Martinez was another one of our school board members that became city council. Of course, Vin Go also was, and Henry Lowe. And Anthony Wong. Yeah, I said that. Oh, that's right, Anthony Wong. Yeah, that's right. See, we have much more support than I thought. But, it's very good process between our school board and the city of Monterey Park. I don't know if anybody knows it, but city of Monterey Park passed the first developers fees in this area way back in the 80s. That was the developers fees for Garvey School District. So it's been a very good relationship. And I think if my predictions are correct, we'll probably have another one real soon in a few years anyway.
Don't know what that was referencing, but really quickly, just on, again, behalf of the Garvey School District Board, just if I could share a few words to outgoing Mayor Yang. I was very fortunate to actually host a tour in my day job, and perhaps one of your last official tours as mayor of this city. And I remember telling my colleagues all the things that Mayor Yang has done: accomplished author, a lawyer, graduated college at 19 as an engineer, 6 years at Raytheon, and then ended up doing a dual MBA and a JD at University of Laverne. I did the backgrounder on you, so I know. And I got a chance to share that with my colleagues, and I realized I stopped for a moment and I said, this woman is incredible, right? And not only does she do this, running her own law practice here in the city of Monterey Park, but also then serving as mayor, and all of this time to raise our 2 wonderful children. And so doing all this stuff, she's an incredible Wonder Woman. And so thank you so much for serving the city, for giving your heart, your energy, your time, what little time I know that you have in the day that you squeeze out to make time for the city. I know that you do it with such incredible talent, passion for public service that the city is incredibly grateful. So thank you so much for your service to this city. To Mayor Pro Tem Jose Sanchez, as a school board member, we often get to see a lot of wonderful teachers, and I know that in your service you carry the fact that you are a school teacher, that you are a teacher and a mentor to your students on your sleeve, in front of your heart, because folks know that you are an educator. You are here to take care of the children, the community, and guide folks into that next generation. And so we are incredibly thankful for you from a school district to thank such a wonderful educator that gets to also be, apparently a state-winning academic coach. There we go. His team's right there. So thank you so much for your service to the city. And last but not least, to Henry. I think this one is perhaps the most meaningful, being your constituent in District 4. You've been a wonderful council member, but perhaps this might be one of the first times that the president of the board of Garvey School District lives in the same district as the mayor of the city of Monterey Park, and so that's quite an exciting thing that I get to explore and work together with our wonderful mayor. But Henry, I just want to say thank you so much. You inspire me to want to choose public service, to want to serve the community, because I had a chance to see you do it as a Garvey School Board member. I've known you for about half my life. I don't know if that puts a number on it. But Henry, I've known you for half my life, and you've been an inspiration, a mentor to me for as long as I can remember, that I can always go to you for counsel and seek your guidance on how to best serve my constituents and best serve the students. And so, Henry, thank you so much. You're going to be an amazing mayor. I'm just full of gratitude. And so we do have these certificates to express our gratitude. But again, it's quite not so bottomless as the way that I appreciate, I think, our wonderful council here and in partnership together with the Garvey School District.
Our certificates are all the same size.
Now welcome Alan Alexander from OCA Greater Los Angeles, Asian Pacific American Advocates.
All right, hello everybody. My name is Alan Alexander. I am not a politician, so I'll keep this short and sweet. I am here representing the OCA Greater Los Angeles. We are an organization of Chinese Americans do Asian American community work, as well as cause. So what I wanted to just say a few words about Henry and Liz, as well as Jose tonight, which is just like the outstanding really community work that you guys have all done. You know, the mark of a person is not like who you are in the public eye, though you guys have been great in the public eye with those 7-hour council meetings and the data center shabacle. But it's how you've lifted, I guess, the youth and how you've helped the community. I've had the pleasure and had the honor of working with each and every one of you, either directly or indirectly, to work on initiatives that have helped the youth. And just listening from each and every one of them and from their stories, it's inspiring to see, you know, the work that you've put in to lift their perspectives and offer them a better future. I know it's commonly said that we need better people. That's the solution, right? So I am presenting 2 certificates, one for Mr. Henry Lowe, and so here you go. And one for Liz, and Jose, you'll get yours when you become mayor. Picture. These are in the picture.
Now welcome Shirley Wong, our president of the Community Participation Commissioner, and the Chinese American Citizen Alliance of SGV Lodge.
Hello, my name is Shirley Huang. Okay, I served the City of Monterey Park as a commissioner for past 35 years. During the Mike Ng, Judy Chu, David Lau, Francisco Alonso, Benjamin Frank Venti, Betty Tam Chu, all these great mayors and council members, under them I served. And now I am serving under Henry Law. He is the one who appointed me as a commissioner of Community Participation Commissioner. And we have 10 wonderful Community Participation Commissioner that we care about our city. And then we have a Hollywood Bowl coming up next month. That's what we do of our commission. Also, I am the somewhat non-Chinese to be elected as Chinese American Citizens Alliance of Greater San Gabriel Valley Lodge. I'm the woman president, Madam President. I was honored. And I don't speak Chinese, or I don't look Chinese, but they chose me as their president. And it's a challenge. And I work hard for our CACA. And Henry is LA Lodge president, okay? So we work together, try to make our CACA much better than ever before. And then also, he is the only child of his mom and dad that lost. So it's really touching for me to work with him, and I get emotional here now. But please, we are here, our commissioners, Community Participant Commissioners, and the Chinese American Citizens Alliance. We are here if you need our help, okay? Congratulations. And Mr. Sanchez, you always smile, big smile. You're such a good with the children. I mean, amazing. I was once PTA president at Monterey Highland School, and I know how that is like working with the kids. They are like amazing energy, and you do such a good job. Thank you. And then also my friend Elizabeth Yang, Holly and I, we served the very first time was Community Relation Commission before they changed to as Community Participation Commission. And at that time, Dora Leong was in there, Carol Sullivan was in there. We started with that time. How many years ago? 15 plus years ago. She wasn't quite married at that time. Yeah. So I have a really strong bond with her. And congratulations. You did a wonderful job as the mayor. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Oh, wow. Thank you.
Now welcome Connie Vong, Daisy Mong, and Gay Wen from the Chinese American Citizens Alliance of Los Angeles.
Thank you, Michelle. So, again, Daisy Ma, and this is Gay Yuen. We are from the Chinese American Citizens Alliance, LA Lodge, of which that Henry is now the current president of the lodge. So we are here on behalf of our members to congratulate all of you, and of course, Mayor Yang. Thank you for your 9.5 months of service. It's been a lot of work, I know. And congratulations to Mayor Pro Tem Sanchez, and of course, our Mayor Lo. I'm gonna keep this short, so I'm just gonna give out the certificates. Congratulations, and Mayor Pro Tem, we're gonna have one for you next year. But I also, no tears, no tears. But we're also residents of Monterey Park, okay? Gay and I were, and I want to have some of our members of our CAC LA Lodge. We have Derek Ma, we have Honorable Mike Ng. Who else is in here? We have Honorable Denise Menchaca. Who else is on our lodge here? Oh, no, she can't. Okay, that's okay. And is Rick Ng still here? Rick Ng. Connie's gone, she left. Okay, all right. So just a little background on our CAC Lodge. We've been around since 1915. That's how long we've been, and we are a Chinese American civil rights organization. Alan, Rick, who else do we have? And Diane, please. I'm sorry. Amy?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our mayor, Henry Lo.
Okay, I actually prepared a 6-page speech, but because we want to be respectful to our guests, to the people who are catering, and more importantly, entertainment, I will try and keep it as short as possible because I understand that we're a little running behind. So let me try and do this as efficiently as possible. Thank you so much for this honor to serving a second time as mayor of the great city of Monterey Park. The last time I was mayor, and time flies, I was sworn in 4 years ago. And, you know, it's remarkable when I think about, well, I was elected in 2020, and to think about the last 6 years, and really our story has been one of challenge. But in that challenge, what was revealed was our strength, our compassion, our resilience as a community. You know, when I was sworn as mayor the first time, many of you don't remember why, because we were still in a pandemic and we did it all on Zoom. And so I was sworn in, actually from my bedroom, and everyone else watched on Zoom. And the tragedy of 2023, January 21st, was also toward the end of my term, and we didn't have a ceremony. In fact, because at the time, it was important for me for 4 days straight speaking to America and the world about who we are at Monterey Park and how we were not going to let gun violence tell our story, because we are a strong community, we are a community that's diverse, and we are a community that sets trends. We're not defined by them. And of course, after that, we privately passed the gavel on to Jose. But you know, it's important for me to just reflect on these past 6 years in our city. I mean, when I was sworn in, as I said, it was in the beginning of the pandemic. And it was a time of so much uncertainty. But I'm really proud that we as a community, we rallied together. We supported our residents and our small businesses. Many of them are restaurants who were struggling because of the pandemic. We made sure that we worked with our small businesses, especially our restaurants, and delivery apps like Fantuan, Uber Eats, to make sure that they would not go out of business, because these are community, family-owned businesses, and they really are, you know, it's true what they say, that food nourishes the soul and the body, and we wanted to make sure we support our businesses. I'm very proud that during that pandemic, Monterey Park had the lowest rate of infections and the highest vaccination rates in the San Gabriel Valley. That was not because of one person, but because of a community that came together, that worked with its part of the county, that worked with the school districts, with the Fed, the state, to make sure that when vaccines were available, those who need the most vulnerable, they had it first. And I think that's probably why our community really weathered the pandemic as well as it did. And as I mentioned, toward the end of my term, we had the tragedy of the January 21st mass shooting. To this day, it is still the worst mass shooting in Los Angeles County history. And it was a moment that was one that, again, challenged all of us, because it was the first time that not only do you have a incident of gun violence in our community, but one that's put us on the map. And as my colleagues said, you know, we showed the world. We told them our story. We told them that we were not going to be defined by gun violence. We were a community that was resilient, and we did so because not only did we support the victims and their families, but we made sure the community at large, through Hope and Healing Fund, was established to help the community heal. And that is something, again, not done by one person, but by a community. Those who donated to the Hope and Healing Fund, those who served on the advisory committee, such as Amy Lee, our treasurer, and also our Councilmember Vin Go, who is thanks to his efforts with the Chinatown Service Center. We raised over $100,000 to help our community. More recently, we again, you know, so we're saying trend. Again, we were on the map because we became the first city in America to ban a data center. And that, to me, is important to discuss, because when we talk about significant public policy debates for our city, it is truly an example of civic engagement, because residents expressed, and we heard loud and clear, their concerns about neighborhood compatibility, the impact of the environment, and the quality of life. Those are issues that we deal with every day. And we recognize from all of residents, all of you who are listening in the audience or on Zoom, that broad engagement in our city government and representatives is important. We're reminded that meaningful public policy is grounded on trust and built on communications and listening. Measure NDC demonstrated that in these uncertain times, especially at the national level, the true things of local democracy come through vigorous community participation. So now I say, let's take that activism, let's take that energy and work on other issues that are before us and build a more perfect city to improve the quality of life for our residents. And, you know, I want to say that, you know, as a city, we continue to So we prioritize as we move forward, that we know that we need to continue to support our small businesses. We need to get going our housing development projects because housing is an important issue for our community. And again, we are a community that in times of crisis, we rally together. We are the community that passed Measure JJ that updated our priorities, our land use, our housing policy, and mobility issues. We passed together Measure MP that stabilized our finances. We worked with state, federal, and local governments in the county level to make sure that we had investments in our libraries, our parks, our fire and police. We were making preparations for the Olympics. Recovery for us was never simply returning to normal, but it was raising the bar and saying, how can we do better? And we as a community continue to be an inclusive community that embraces all of its diversity. Today is the final day of Pride Month. And for me, as the city's first openly gay council member, it was always been a source of pride that we were one of the first in the San Gabriel Valley to pass a Pride resolution in 2020 and kick off Pride Month with a festival, which is now done in practically every city in the San Gabriel Valley. And yes, I know, I'm looking at the time, I know. So let me just close with this by saying, I want to thank all the residents who have been our partners in building a strong community. I want to thank our city staff, who are the true heroes, day in, day out. You come to City Hall, the City Hall, our police station, our fire, our public works. You make sure that this city runs. And thank you so much for all that you do. I thank the other elected officials, the community activists, because you serve the community and you show what it means to have a strong, robust democracy. And finally, to my family, thank you so much for being here. As I mentioned, you came from far as Arizona and as near as LA and Baldwin Park, but thank you so much for also being there in February when my mother passed away, and just making sure that although I'm an only child, that I still have a family. And to all my friends, my extended family, thank you so much for always supporting the work that I do these past 30 years. And with that, I am going to close our remarks. Like I said, I know I have 6 pages. I'm not going to go through all of them. But this is a time of celebration. But once we finish celebrating, let's get back to work. There is much to do. And let all that is good bless this great city of Monterey Park. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you very much. Yes.
There we go.
Oh.
So we'd like to introduce Mariachi Arco Iris de Los Angeles. They are an LGBTQ plus mariachi.
Yes. They are LA County's only LGBT mariachi band, so welcome them. Mariachi Acordes de Los Angeles, the Rainbow Mariachi Band. Happy Pride Month, everyone. They will continue to be entertaining us outside, and we have also dim sum provided by NBC Seafood and Capital Seafood, as well as cake and other refreshments. Please proceed to the lobby and let's enjoy each other's company. And with that, I conclude today's ceremony.